All right, today we are going to be making a sauce that goes on coleslaw and making life easy so that you don't have to buy a head of cabbage and cut it up and grate a carrot. Buy a bag already made. So much easier and less time in the kitchen. All right, we are making coleslaw today, and I want to tell you a little bit of history of this. So I was going through my mother-in-law's old cookbooks. She passed away a while ago, but in the cookbook, she had all these little notes written in her handwriting with a pencil. So it was really hard to read because they're fading. But she had a recipe in there and it said A&W's Creamy Coleslaw. And I didn't even know A&W had coleslaw, so I'm gonna have to research that, but that's what it said. So today, that's what we're making. So we start with 3 cups of sour cream. If you don't like sour cream, you can use, she said in her notes, 3 cups of half and half or 3 cups of cream, which I would think that would have to be diluted down maybe a little bit, but maybe not. So I chose the sour cream. So into that, look at this. This is gonna be a really tasty slaw mix. This is 1 full cup of granulated sugar into your sour cream. So you're just gonna get that mixed in. You have to keep mixing it till the sugar is totally dissolved. That was one note that she made in there that was very clear. She said, make sure the sugar is dissolved. So it takes a little bit for the sugar to dissolve. As some of you who cook a lot, those of you that don't, it does take just a little bit for sugar to kind of break down and dissolve in there. So just taste it, make sure you don't taste any granules. Okay, we are back. And now to this, we have 3 cups of sour cream. We have a cup of granulated sugar. We are pouring 1 whole cup of apple cider vinegar in here. So you got to be a little careful when you start to mix that. You don't want to slosh it out everywhere, but you're going to keep stirring that till it's all nice and creamy with your whip. And now I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of salt in it. A little bit of pepper, and you can choose to have pepper or not have pepper. It depends on how much you like it. If you like it, add it. If you don't put it in. That's why I always tell you, make it your own. Cook with love. And there we go. It's great to have a sous chef. So here we go. We are gonna put a little bit of pepper. Pour it in your hand, because just like I just did, that would have all went in there. So not a ton. It's like maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper in there. And stir that in. We are gonna pour it on here. Here's what I highly recommend. If you're ready to eat it, pour it on. Pour it on a little at a time, because it's gonna get a little bit soupy. So you may want a lot or you may want a little. Because in her directions, she did not say how much slaw to put this on. And this looks like a lot of dressing to me. So we are gonna just kind of drizzle like this. And then we're gonna check it and see if it's got enough, if it looks like it's gonna be too soupy or not soupy enough. And typically, I should have brought a spoon out, but I didn't. And we're gonna just keep mixing this up until it's all together. And actually, I think this is enough creamy coleslaw. Like, I think this recipe, she used to do big barbecues. And I kind of think this was for like giant bowls of coleslaw. And sous chef brought it to me, yay. Okay, so just stir that in. And then all you do is serve this up. Let it sit maybe in your fridge for about 15 minutes or so, get it a little chilled. And you can make your sauce up ahead of time and then put it on your crispy slaw. And let it sit for a bit, because don't keep adding to it thinking it's dry, because it does kind of grow. So we're gonna try this. I'm telling you, I have not seen this recipe before. So this is the first time I've made it, but I thought it was cool that she had to have written this recipe down like at least 50 years ago. So I'm assuming A&W was around then, but I'm going to do some research and find out if this is their actual recipe. That's good. It is really good. I think it has a little bit more of a tart taste. Me personally, I probably add a little more salt, and I might try it with half and half next time and see if it takes down a notch. And I also may try it with a different vinegar. So I say play with this basic recipe. Obviously we can cut that down a lot, unless you're having like a ginormous barbecue and you're serving a lot of coleslaw. Try it out, it's good. And just remember that every day is not going to be a good day, but there's good in every day, and go find it and share it with somebody, okay? Thanks for joining us. Please give us your feedback on our YouTube channel. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's a recipe you'd like to see, and we would love it. We would love the feedback. Thank you so much for stopping in today and hanging out with us.